I think Amani Jlassi made a big mistake by involving her husband Matt from 90 Day Fiancé in a Throuple relationship, since the man only has eyes for their girlfriend Eni Aguirre on the show now. Amani is a successful boss babe married to Matt for almost a decade with 2 daughters. The couple decided to spice up their life by having a consensual, committed, 3-way relationship when they met stripper Eni at a gentleman's club in Tijuana. Unfortunately, the decision ensured that Amani was being replaced. Amani shouldn't have brought another person into her marriage. San Diego couple. Amani and Matt headed to Mexico for 2 weeks to spend time with Eni, her kids, and her family before they could apply for her K-1 visa. Amani mentioned that she needed to feel confident about Amy's relationship with them before permanently bringing her to the U.S., so this trip would be a turning point in their lives, regardless of the outcome. Little did she know that the trip was going to expose why Amani and Matt shouldn't have been in a Throuple relationship at all. Just watching the last couple of 90 Day Fiancé episodes has me convinced that Matt and Amani's marriage won't last long. I recall watching Matt and Amani on How to Get Rich, where the former engineer complained that Amani devalued what he did for the house because he wasn't the breadwinner, but a stay-at-home dad. Getting the cameras on him yet again may have made Matt feel confident to explore a life without Amani, especially since he had Eni to focus on. He didn't shy away from showing his attraction to Eni even with Amani right by his side. Eni said she felt complete after spending the night with Matt and Amani in Mexico. Eni explained how Amani was sick, and so while she got to touch Amani, she had sex with Matt. Amani's feelings were already hurt when Eni revealed she'd told her family that Matt was her boyfriend and Amani was just a friend. I admired Eni's honesty later in the episode, where she told Amani she and Matt had slept alone the previous night. Amani was upset that Matt hadn't said anything. In turn, Matt claimed he did nothing wrong. I can see that there's undeniable chemistry between Matt and Eni. While 90 Day Fiancé's Amani is bisexual, Matt and Eni aren't. Eni already made her feelings towards Matt known by explaining her relationship with Matt as boyfriend-girlfriend to her brother. Matt also couldn't keep his hands off Eni, which is something I'm sure Amani noticed. Even when Amani is with them, Eni is the one getting more affection and attention than her from Matt. Matt even poured Eni's wine first, which should have been something Amani observed. At this point, Matt is making Amani look like the third in this Throuple situation. When Eni first told Amani about her rendezvous with Matt, he felt like the women were ganging up on him. In a confessional, Matt shared that he wasn't sure how to move forward in the Throuple without upsetting anyone. He realized it would be impossible to constantly figure out what both women were thinking. I thought that Matt's views came across as misogynistic in a way. While Eni was Amani's girlfriend, she's looking more like Matt's partner now. It almost feels like Eni is also after Matt and will team up with him to remove Amani from the equation. However, I think the plan is for Amani to marry Eni, since Amani is the earning member of the household and Matt has been unemployed for several years. Matt wouldn't be able to sponsor Eni's visa without Amani's help. Matt will be facing this dilemma as the 90 Day Fiancé season progresses. It will be interesting to see if he dumps Amani anyway, whether he gets to be with Eni or not. Matt doesn't have any feelings towards his wife, and it is quite evident.